I have some leftover eggs from the holidays. Let's make curry egg and aloo. Place a pot over high heat. And you don't have to cook this many eggs. You can use 6 for this recipe. I'll place the eggs in the water. We will boil for 10 to 12 minutes. I'll strain and add cold water to stop the cooking. I'll peel. And as you can see, it's very easy to peel stale eggs. Sometimes the fresher eggs take a long time or it's very difficult. Oops. Tap the 2 ends. Take your time. Get under the shell. Once they're ready, you can place a spoon under it. Comes off easily. And that's it. Lovely peeled eggs. Ooh, let's pat it dry and fry it. Measure out and weigh 2 pounds of potato, also called aloo. Peel the potato by any means necessary, using a potato peeler or a knife. Then you'll cut it. About 1 pound 5 ounces after peeling. Keep it submerged in water. I'll fry the egg. I'll add in about a cup of oil. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. We're not deep frying. Make sure you have a splatter screen to prevent any splatters. Pay very close attention. You place the egg in. Place the splatter screen on and fry. Once it's brown, you turn and you keep repeating until the entire egg is brown. Being very careful. Heat is now on low. Because I dried that egg very well, it's not splattering. And it's a much safer process had I not dried it. And that's it, gloriously brown. I will repeat with the remaining eggs. Here's a tip my mom taught me if you wanted to work on the side of caution on the get-go. Just roll it around in some flour and dust it off. Keep your face and your arms away from the pot. It's fully cooked now, nice brown. So I will remove it to this plate. The heat is on low. Nice golden brown. It started to splatter at the end. Oh! See? I'm going to take off the heat before I kill myself. And it's done, thankfully. Be very careful. Use the splatter screen as a shield. Keep the heat on low and flour it if you have to. That's it. The most dangerous part is done. You've got to be courageous to make this recipe. There's an eggshell or something in there, I don't know. Alright, let's proceed. Say a little prayer of thanks to God for keeping us safe. Amen. I'll add some oil to the pot, about 4 tablespoons. Add as much as you're comfortable with. The pot is already hot, as well as the oil. So I'll add in the onion and the hot pepper until the edges are brown. Next I'll add in the curry powder. Toast it for a minute. This is not a heavy curry. So I'll add in the remainder of the seasoning. Tomato, 1 tablespoon green seasoning, 1 tablespoon garlic and 2 scallions. Stir. Later on I also added minced pimento pepper. Raising the heat to high to bring it to temperature. And my mom likes cooking all the aromatics with the curry at this point. That's just her method, which I have adapted. I'll cook this for about 5 minutes. Cook it really well. Allow the curry and all the seasonings to cook together to just develop the flavor. Very aromatic at this point. Cooking for about 3 minutes. I'll add in water, 1/4 cup of water, and just allow it to continue to cook. I'll also add about 1 tablespoon of thyme leaves. I wish I had fresh one in the garden. Maybe I do, but it's too cold outside and I'm not venturing out. Look how lovely that looks. We'll add in the potatoes, peeled and sliced. So well to combine, we want these potatoes to cook completely and thoroughly before we could add any egg in. I'm going to reduce the heat to low and allow it to steam cook. I need to remind myself not to scrape the pot to annoy anyone. So I'm just going to reduce the heat to medium-low, cover and allow it to steam. Smells amazing. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes, still in its own juices on very low heat. I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt and a pinch of black pepper, just a taste. Cover. If it's sticking at any point, add hot water. If you wanted to add the water at the beginning of the cooking process, you can do that as well. Add about 2 cups of hot water. But this is how my mom taught me. She said to allow the potatoes to cook as much as it can and then add the water. This way you continue to cook the curry and develop the flavors of the curry. The potatoes been cooking for about 11 minutes. Still not tender, but it's time to add some water because it's sticking. So I'll add in about 2 cups of hot water to start. The pot is not large enough, use a deeper pot. Give it a stir, get everything from the bottom of the pot. Cover it and continue to cook until it's tender. You have to make sure we have enough sauce because this thickens as it cools. Also get your rice ready or sada roti. It's going to be very delicious. 2.5 cups of water. I'm frying some plantain in the leftover oil. It's going to be a perfect dinner. Rice, curry, egg and aloo, and fried plantain. I have nothing green in this house because I just returned from vacation, but this is going to be just perfect. After another 10 minutes, the potatoes should be tender. Just keep in mind that this is organic potatoes and it will take longer than the regular russet potatoes. I've just found out in my experience. At this point you can just start breaking it up in half if you wish. If you want that sauce to thicken but not too much, you can add more water if you think you need more sauce. So this needs another 5 minutes of cooking. This is a good point also to taste for salt. Yummy, yummy. Another 1/2 cup of water. Total about, I would say, 3 1/4. During the last 5 minutes of cooking, add in the eggs. Submerge it into the liquid so it will impart a little flavor as well. Looks pretty amazing. Just let it cook for a couple of minutes at this point. The sauce will thicken a little bit, but in an hour or so this will be pretty thick. So if you like it juicy like this, eat it hot. 5 minutes and you're done. Make sure there's enough salt. Sprinkle something green, bandhania or culantro or scallions. Parsley might work too. Okay, and that's it. So glorious, so delicious. Absolutely amazing. That's all there is to it, my sweet friends. A simple and traditional meal of curry, egg and aloo. Egg and potatoes are simmered in a fragrant
curry sauce. Perfect for breakfast, lunch or dinner with rice or roti, sada roti, paratha roti, dal puri or toasty roti. As a young girl living in Trinidad, my mom would make this for a weekend Saturday lunch or dinner or a weeknight dinner. Convenient, budget friendly and delicious. Till next time, cook, share, love. Bye-bye.